Yeah. We're live.
Hi, everybody. I'm a Dindro. Listen to my whiny ass voice.
You sound like Tommy C.
I don't sound like that.
You sound exactly like Tommy C.
I don't
Are you Tommy
sound
C?
like that. Shut
Are
up.
you Tommy C? Do you live
You
in
weren't
Germany?
speaking. I had to do my Dindro impression.
You should have told me we were live.
I did tell you that we were live.
I didn't know.
Well, I told you.
No, he doesn't listen to you because, you know, pecking order.
Oh.
Stop fucking around. We're doing it. We're gonna do this professionally this time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think.
And if you ask me in the fucking chat, if you ask me what the point of a stream channel is, you tell me, motherfuckers.
You're right, mate.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's up, everybody?
Happy Christmas, sort of.
Yeah.
It's almost
Happy Christmas Eve. You fucking. If you celebrate Christmas Eve, kill yourself. You're not supposed to celebrate yet. It's not fucking started. It's like celebrating the day before. Actually, no, they do celebrate the day before the Olympics, don't they? Fuck.
Just celebrate. Just celebrate every day of your life because you're gonna die soon.
Yeah, as long as you're not dead, celebrate.
You're gonna die soon, and it's gonna hurt.
Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas Eve, Dindro.
Hooray.
Yeah.
What's
is everybody drinking tonight? Because that's an important part of Christmas Eve.
I can't drink at the moment.
What? Oh shit! Aren't you on something?
Yeah, I tried to the other week.
Was it a mistake?
It was a mistake. It was a really bad idea. I had one and was getting palpitations and panic attacks and stuff like that. So no, thank you.
Hell.
Yeah.
Good time to me.
You should have gone somewhere. That'd have been so much more fun.
You don't get thrilled by staring death in the face and just going, fucking do something, bitch.
Well, no, because it sets off my fight or flight response. And in that particular case, my flight response started.
Were you in your own house?
I was in my own house, luckily.
So you had nowhere to go.
Exactly. I was like, where am I going to go? I've got nowhere to go.
Oh, shit. So that's why you need a man cave with a big fucking fat metal door. Anyway.
I do have a man cave.
You do, kind of. Is that your work room cupboard?
It's my office.
Your little cold, horrible, dank.
It's a literal cave.
I'm sure you like it, but I wouldn't want to be in there.
It's quite literally a cave.
Yeah.
With an internet connection.
It was the bats that bothered me.
All right, well, we could if I don't cut in here, you're gonna make cave puns all fucking day. It's gonna piss.
Yeah, but they're so much fun.
So it's Christmas Eve. I'm still fucking sick. I think my body is finally giving up.
You don't sound as bad as you did last week.
I know. If I push through it, it goes away after a while. That's why we're a little late. Rambling on off air to get my fucking voice in gear. By the end of this, I'll be dead. So.
Why are you lying again?
Lying about what?
About why we took so long to go live.
Oh, there's like 3 or 4 reasons.
Many reasons, but that was the main one as far as Ed's concerned.
I got really mad at the stream fucking channel, and I fucking I want people to see what I'm doing. And Sir Sick was like, why don't you just fucking do it on your main channel? Because fucking that was the point in the first place, was just to do it on this channel and then move them over, which I didn't do. So
that's fair.
And the fun thing is we got fuck all to talk about that isn't the one thing that everybody's talking about.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that.
And I've been talking about
well, William Stenchover, who's in the chat right now, he's actually a person who doesn't like me. But he created.
I thought nobody liked you.
Well, I thought you liked me.
I got some hard news for you, fucker.
I'd bang you. That doesn't mean I'd like you.
Oh, fair enough.
I just want your subs.
Well, he created a poll on Twitter not so long ago. Vanity Fair's Mother of the Year. I won. And I featured it in a video.
Vanity Fair's Mother of the Year. Are you sure he doesn't like you? Because I wish people would do shit like that to me. That's hilarious.
Well, I won, and I featured it in today's video.
Oh, nice. That's funny.
Yeah. I got a manic idiot to superimpose my face onto a 1950s housewife as well.
Go on, get it out of the way. Talk about Star Wars, then talk about Star Wars. So drama and then Star Wars. Is that what we want?
I have been thinking about Star Wars a lot.
Did you
I've
watch
mostly
it?
been thinking about the fact that Mark Hamill doesn't like his portrayal in
And
the
nobody
newest
else
one.
does it. Nobody else reasonable.
I've
does
not
it.
seen it yet.
I've not seen it, so I don't know anything about it.
Oh,
but
great! So I can't spoil it.
Yeah,
Well,
you're not allowed to spoil it.
Here's big spoiler number one. It's fucking dog shit.
Yeah, that's the spoiler.
It's fucking dog shit. Disney has managed to take something that was fun and lighthearted and good and turn it into a clusterfuck. Take all the characters that you grew up with and just rape them
So
and
the
abandon them
spoiler
in a ditch.
is the movie spoiling Star Wars.
There's no real spoiler, by the way. I can't think of a legitimate spoiler that would blow your fucking mind because nothing happens. Nothing happens in this fucking movie. Like in the grand scheme of things, there's no character development. There's no real progress. And by the end of it, you're like, what the fuck is this franchise about?
Is
What
it
is this even
essentially
about?
the opposite of Empire then? Where everything happens in Empire.
And the funny thing is, people are saying it's so different from Empire, but no, it follows a lot of the exact same beats of Empire,
but just doesn't
badly.
pull any of them off.
Yeah. If you really think about it, there's a lot in there. There's moments where I'm just like, this actually is Empire, but unlike the first one that I actually like, don't fucking tell me it's good. I'm sick of you fucking. A lot of people are divided on this. I understand.
So, in your opinion, a lot of people are wrong on this.
Yes, more so than Rogue One. And Kristen liked it. Like when I went in with Kristen, she liked it, and I'm like, that's why I don't like it. Millennials like it.
I fell asleep during Rogue One. It was that bad.
Wow, you probably missed the good bit.
And to me, it's more bad because there are good moments in it that are completely ruined. You know, like there are really good visuals. There's some good concepts with Kylo Ren and Rey. I won't spoil it, but it's a good concept. But everything around it is so broken that it's like, fuck. And even when they get to those moments, those big moments, they just, I'm trying not to spoil. They shit the bed on almost everything. Anyway.
Considering that I've not seen the film, so I don't know anything about it, and I'm still working on information. There was a lot of talk before it came out about this whole idea of, oh, Luke, he's going to try and bring the two sides of the Force together. And like I said before, where I hate the idea of a grey Jedi because it's fucking stupid. And I was starting to think about that idea in itself, because when people say, oh yeah, balancing the light and dark side of the Force is really good. No. That's like saying I balance my volunteering to feed the homeless with my stamping on babies' heads. That's the light and the dark side of the Force that you're trying to balance. You're a psychopath who happens to do some good stuff.
Why
every
is
now
not
and then it's a
good?
good thing.
Wouldn't a grey Jedi just be a normal person?
No.
I think a gray Jedi is an old man on an island who doesn't want to do anything and hates the Jedi. Apparently, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, and you know what the worst part is that the Luke Skywalker part, even though I don't like what they did with this character, they're really good. They're really good. These Luke Skywalker moments on the island and everything. He's a fucking good actor, Mark Hamill is, and he does good with what he's got. But they just take the character and they just ravage him.
That's a shame. I'm still probably going to watch it. I don't know if I'm going to bother watching it at a cinema just because of the cost.
I'm so mad that I can't do spoilers.
I don't want to spend a lot of money to be disappointed.
Judge it by what everyone said. I'm not paying to watch this movie.
And you know,
I might
like Carrie Fisher. Oh my god, what a performance! What a final performance for Carrie Fisher. Oh my god, her memory is surely preserved in this. No, she sucks in this movie. She fucking sucks in this movie. She's too old.
You can't blame her. She's dead.
It's got a point.
It's not her fault. She sucks in this movie.
She's dead.
Even if she was alive, it's not her fault.
Do could bring out better performances aside from like.
You know what's funny is the Princess Leia character is the character that they have probably ruined the most in this movie.
Yeah, not enough sexy bikinis on old Leia.
I liked Force Awakens, and I liked Han Solo going out. Spoiler: Han Solo dies. I liked that. I don't know how long you're supposed to hold on to spoilers.
I like the idea that he comes back as like one of those forced ghosts,
and he felt like
and he's
Han
like
Solo.
having no idea why.
He felt even though it was a huge rehash of A New Hope, which honestly, that's all they can do. There's not much you can do with Star Wars, it turns out. But like Han Solo went out, I think, well, and nobody else did. Nobody else did.
Well, didn't fucking actor, I can't think of his name. I can never think of anybody's names, but everybody knows. Give me back my family.
Yeah,
that's his other role. But he hated
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, that's the one, definitely.
No, or is it Mel Gibson? Give me back my son.
Give me back. Oh my god, I like that film because that was back when he was not a complete fucking lunatic, or at least he was in a good way. Anyway, I cannot think of his name. So Han Solo, the actor,
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. There you go. Thank you. Keeping me in suspense.
Oh, you are just conflating a lot. This is geez. Let's just move on. What are you saying?
He hated the character because he was so sort of 2D, and he didn't like playing.
Kind of hates everything. I mean,
he is quite old.
He sabotaged the movie Blade Runner with his performance. Like he did a deliberately bad performance for Blade Runner because he hated everybody on set or whatever. Like Harrison Ford is just an angry
film, and then he sabotages that. I freaking hate this.
Harrison Ford is just an asshole. He's just an asshole.
And then Carrie Fisher's the one that dies. God damn it!
Can we talk about how Thomas the Tank Engine is a fascist, totalitarian dystopian?
Yeah,
Paw Patrol.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm going to rage about this thing, and eventually I'm going to spoil the movie. So let's move on to fascist kids cartoons.
So my kids watch Paw Patrol, and they fucking love it. And apparently that makes them Hitlers. I'm a little bit upset by that.
Well, it makes you Hitler.
The article from CNN wasn't that bad. It was more.
It was a very incredibly clickbaity title.
Yeah, it was a very clickbaity title, and the author of the article mentioned some other articles from people like Slate, who obviously said some dumb shit about Paw Patrol and Thomas the Tank Engine, saying that it's an imperialist, totalitarian, fascist, and all this other bollocks.
Didn't someone say they're just pissed off that they're led by a white male?
Oh, because the leader of the Paw Patrol is a dog called Ryder, and Ryder made a decision once to not choose the female dog, or whatever.
What do they think fascism is?
The stupid thing about that is the best fucking vehicle for the Paw Patrol dogs is the girl's one. She can fucking fly. Yeah. Like you watch an episode of that and they're like, oh, we have to use this thing. Wouldn't it be quicker to use the aeroplane? Well, yeah, fuck you. It's always quicker to use an airplane, almost regardless of the situation.
The Paw Patrol dogs can turn into vehicles, is that?
No, they have their own little vehicles. It's a bit like Thunderbirds. But a lot more irritating.
That's for kids.
The article is actually quite an interesting read. The article isn't as bad as the title, honestly. It's just clickbait bollocks. The title was pretty much a homage just to the fact that the author mentioned some full-on SJW fucking articles, which was the first people to come out with this bollocks.
Well, I noticed fascist was in single quotes, quote unquote fascist.
Quotey quote.
Oh, whatever.
So, as it turns out, apparently it stifles imagination, because they have like repercussions that happen to them, like in Thomas the Tank Engine, they get told off and get relegated to the shed. That's a bad thing, apparently, because discipline's a bad thing.
Yeah, we definitely need to teach our kids not to fucking listen to us.
I'm sorry, that's verging on an anti-SJW argument, which is that stop preaching to kids, just let them be kids and have fun. Like we had some kid shows that were just like nonsense, right? Like, well, I never mind. I mean, I guess Fraggle Rock had messages, you know.
Do you know what my kids take away from Paw Patrol?
No.
That if you want to find something, you have to sniff for it. when my little girl,
a good lesson.
I say, can you find this for me? And she goes, detecting, and walks around the house sniffing for it. That's what she's taken away from Paw Patrol. Otherwise, I don't think they've gotten any morals out of it.
The only thing that my son has
cats are
taken
cunts.
away, the only thing my son has taken away from Paw Patrol is that when we go to the supermarket and he sees a pack of ham that has Paw Patrol on the front of it, he wants it.
He has to have that ham.
That's pretty much it. Like, he loves Thomas, but the only thing that he wants from Thomas is to just push trains around on a track.
Yeah. I feel like messages are often lost on kids entirely. I don't remember anything that
that's kind of
really
my point.
Stuck with me.
That's kind of my point. You just need sort of general. You don't need to lecture them, and usually there's going to be like a moral of the story or a lesson that you learn. But like, you don't have to preach to them. I don't know, because I don't know these shows, because I don't have kids.
Kids need out of a show. And I say that all kids need out of a show is to be distracted so that the parents can go and fucking earn money so that everyone can eat.
Yeah, or do the housework.
There's that Nanoland Canadian show that everybody's lolcowing over, the fucking little puppet that's just running around looking at shit and going, wow, wow, wow. Like, that's a little mindless. That's a little too mindless.
I don't think Thomas has ever preached any kind of message except for be a really useful engine.
Well, no, I mean, there's I guarantee you there's like consequences for your actions and lessons or whatever, but not just like getting yelled at and told deliberately.
There was one really, 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 really fucked up Thomas the Tank Engine thing where one of the bigger trains, I think it was one of the expresses, just would not fucking do what he was told. So they bricked him into a fucking tunnel.
Not Gordon.
And I was like,
what's
that's
his face?
a bit fucked up. I mean, he's a train. So I'm assuming probably immortal. So they're just going to brick it. I mean, they don't brick him up all the way, but he can't get out. He's stuck. And I was like, wow, that's
great. That's a great message to send your kids. Do what I fucking tell you, or I'll lock you in your room.
It's because that's the
what I tell
the
you, or I'll
Thomas
brick
movie.
you in your
That's
room.
The Thomas movie, that is. That's because Edward is afraid of the rain.
I don't fucking know. I don't listen. I just notice certain bits and go, what the fuck?
And they obviously, and Thomas eventually talks him into like telling him that the rain's not going to do anything to you. I think that was the message.
It'll rust you. You're a train. The rain's not good for a train.
Yeah, it's going to fuck you up. Basically, it's a lie to people about the genuine dangers of things. It's basically it's an anti-GMO episode, and that GMOs are terrible and will kill us all. That's
Thomas is a fucking piece of shit. He's a bad friend. Anyway,
so
I don't know
sick
about
is
these.
my outback nigger. Thank you, Dectran.
Don't say nigger on this stream.
Don't say outback on the stream either. We're British, not Australian.
Okay, so Sir Sick is my bleep bleep.
Yes.
That doesn't mean anything.
There you go.
It could be anything. That could be cunt.
That's all you need to know. Sir Sick is his something.
Or something or other. I don't know.
God, I'm joking.
So Sir Sick sent the link. Apparently, Sir Sick has been sending the Hangout link to Tommy Wiseau every time.
Yeah. Only for 2 weeks, to be fair. But I did it last week, and I've done it this week. Hopefully he'll turn up, because I think we should be best friends. And then I can go, oh, hi, Tommy.
I've been listening, though, to the Disaster Artist. He's kind of a dick. Like, he's...
Yeah.
The thing about the movie is that they really kind of... I mean, there's some prickishness in there, but they, like, really... sell him as the underdog and
lovable idiot,
yeah. But at the end of the day, like when you hear how he behaved on set of that movie, and
wouldn't you behave like that if you're an interdimensional god creature who came into existence from the void with infinite amounts of money and power and decided to make the world's worst movie? You'd be a little bit arrogant. Come on.
I don't know that I would. And
You
he's
should
fucking,
invite Thoggy.
He should fight Thuggy.
Yeah, sure. Give him the link.
Thuggy's like literally the. Oh, we should invite him. I thought you said he should fight him. Thuggy versus Tommy Wiseau, like the evilest person versus. I mean, I haven't seen Thuggy stuff in ages, but usually he's just like really, really, really nice.
Yeah,
he is nice. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. I remember his first video, and I was like, "This shit is awesome." He had the best worst animation, but
yeah,
I imagine it was intentional instead of. Although you got this picture in your head, if Thuggy was Tommy Wiseau, his animation would be, "This is really good. I'm my favorite customer."
Yeah, I mean, Tommy Wiseau was such a fucking piece of shit, and everybody got like $1,500 checks. Like he was cheap as fuck for all the money that he had. He spent $6 million on this movie. The actors got $1,500 checks.
Jesus,
I mean. Yeah,
and the sets weren't good. There was a lot of green screen in that film, wasn't there? Like really pointless green screen where they just found a roof.
And they made set designers build the alleyway set. Did you notice that in the movie there's an alleyway set for they're hanging out? And
you ever noticed that everything looks like a set because everything is a set? No, dude, spent $6 million.
It's an obvious set. And they're doing this stupid scene, and then in one of the other scenes later, they're in a real alley. So like they're literally he's like, and this is in the movie, so it's kind of a spoiler, but literally they're like, why are you making us build an alley set? There's a fucking alley right out there. There's a real alley.
We can't use the same alley twice, so we've got to build one.
And he's just like, "Oh no, we're doing this professional Hollywood movie. We're not doing this Mickey Mouse stuff. Come on, guy." Like, like, what the fuck, Mickey Mouse? It's a real alley. Use the real alley. So he paid to have this alley set built. And I guess when they were done shooting the scene, they took it down, but then he wanted to do another scene with it. So he made them rebuild the fucking. I mean, I can't imagine working for someone like that.
I can, and he'd look a lot like you.
No, I would not. No.
No, you wouldn't spend the money.
I wouldn't spend the money. And they were going to film.
Okay, I need you all to bring your own alley set. And you're also going to have to pay yourselves. Ed's version, much, much worse. Probably a slightly better actor than Tommy Wiseau.
Do it. It's going to be good.
Yeah, I need to... as you keep saying, I need to watch that film through properly and not in clip form.
You need to actually get the audiobook too. The audiobook is amazing.
Is this an audiobook of the film or the
The movie Disaster Artist is based on the book written by Greg Sestero, who played Mark, about The Room. So it's a movie about a book.
Been called Oh Hi Mark.
It's a movie about a book that's about a movie. That's what the Disaster Artist is. And it is amazing. And it's read by Greg Sestero, who does the best Tommy Wiseau impersonation. So whenever that's why it has to be the audiobook. You can't just read the book. So
otherwise you're doing your own shit version of Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, like Greg Sestero does Tommy Wiseau as Tommy Wiseau in the book, or when he reads the book. So it is fucking fascinating. It's just fascinating. So I recommend it, and you will have a good time.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Mark. I need to be in Star Wars.
If a lot of people love each other, the world would be a better place. All right. Anyway, we can move on.
There is a lot of gay porn on Twitter at the moment, Max Burr. Wherever you are.
Oh my God. Max Burr. Yeah, that's what I was saying before we came in here. Max Burr is fucking tweeting out gay porn, and this Twitter account is one. My new job doesn't let me have porn on the screen. My old job did. It was a weird one. But he's just tweeting out gay porn, and I can't have that on my Twitter right now because I tweet at work when I'm bored. So unfollowed Max Burr, you fucking psychopath. Everybody gets it. You're gay and you're lonely. So.
And he's a bear. That's unfair.
Poor Max Burr.
Also, I don't want him to be able to message me anymore. He just sends pictures of his dick to everyone.
I've never received a Max Bird dick pic.
Neither
Yeah,
have I. He fucking knows better. That's why.
He likes me.
Yeah,
Fucking unfollowed.
actually, that's a little bit. Maybe he doesn't like us. Now I'm
Gutenberg
sad.
also unfollowed him because of the gay stuff.
Yeah, Gutenberg. He was just running out of time masturbating to everything. He just needed. I need some space, man. Yeah.
So, what is everybody doing for Christmas? Bear first, because I know you have kids. So sick. It's probably gonna be boring.
He has kids too. You fucking spastic.
Oh yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
I
don't know. Throwing your
Terrible life
lives away.
decisions. Poor life decisions.
I forgot he had kids for a second. I don't even know why.
That's great. No, I mean, what you knew, you had two pieces of information. He has children and he's black. So he's probably not with them in your mind view because you're such a racist.
Yeah, it's true. But I guess for me, then I'm the only one who there's any ambiguity about what I might be doing.
You have no excuse not to be doing something fun. So what are you doing, Ed?
I'm working. I'm going to work, man. I want that double time. I don't give a shit about the holidays.
Yeah, to be fair, if I had your job and there was double time available, it's probably a good amount of money.
It's a good fucking amount of money.
Have you tried to make it so that you're working the longest day you possibly can as well?
Yeah, we got overtime as well, so I might stay.
See, man, was that quadruple time or something?
Yeah, and the best part is that it's Christmas, so everybody's sort of packed away because we work with sysadmins and data centers. So
does that mean you're going to actually get some work done as well?
Unless they're serious, because they are 24-hour operations. Unless there's serious problems.
Oh, the opposite.
We don't.
You're going to get no work done.
We get no work.
You're going to be on Twitter looking at Max Bird porn.
Yeah, and I think really like the lower admins are less inclined to bother than when the CEO is around, and the CEOs are fucked off until January, so we don't have to worry about shit. I'm just gonna sit around and watch fucking Netflix all day. Maybe a ticket will come in every now and then, but for the most part.
So, I mean, that means you have a job that you don't have to do unless someone wants something from you, rather than
essentially, unless something breaks. But things break all the time.
That's true.
So,
but it's Christmas and no fucking's there except for you.
Exactly.
I mean, it's good. I mean, that's great for the one or two people there. Because can you imagine, you need to work because you've got whatever have to do. And then it breaks and the people who fucking look after it are just not there. Oh, shit. That would...
No. Did you? That happens all the time, though. Like, that's the thing. We're going to be good until after New Year's. After New Year's, it's going to be a clusterfuck because all the shit that happened, the couple weeks that everybody was off, is gonna get noticed, and all at once they're gonna start opening tickets and complaining. So we're gonna have a lot of work.
Is there not a capability to? Can you not troubleshoot beforehand, figure out potential
that's what they
problems?
Do. That's what they do. So before you get you get an influx before, and then it dies down, and then after you get an influx because shit breaks anyway.
Everyone tries to stop shit from breaking, and it goes, touche.
Yeah, and it breaks anyway because that's how computers work.
Oh, fuck that noise.
They don't. They just break. So, yeah, I mean it's inevitable that there are going to be problems.
Yeah,
so.
But Bear, what are you doing? So I have the opportunity to nip off for a quick toilet break.
Oh, I just started a poll on Twitter asking who is the final boss that you must fight when you die, Jar Jar Binks or Jesus.
Well, I don't understand. I don't understand.
You don't need to understand. Just go with it.
Is it just the randomness that you're going for there?
Yes, mate. You asking? Are you asking what I'm doing for Christmas?
Yeah. What are you doing? What's your Christmas going to be like? Project it. How terrible? Scale of 1 to 10.
Probably going to be boring as shit.
Just sit around and make the kids happy.
But the thing is both the kids have got really good presents each. My stepson has a brand new laptop that he's going to get tomorrow morning, and my son is got some kind of weird gaming system thingy that's kind of like a Wii, except it's not a Wii, and it projects onto the wall or some shit like that. So he's got that and a bunch of other shit. So I imagine they'll both be entertained, which means I can sneak off to my office and just play games on the computer all day.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that I
imagine, yeah, you find all these little ways to escape your children.
Yeah. Hopefully they just get obsessed by those things, and then I can wander off.
Did you get them things that make noise?
No, we learned our lesson many years ago.
Good man.
Although my sister-in-law decided that she was going to buy my son a drum kit or a miniature drum kit, and I was just like, "You fucking bitch," because no, they're not allowed anything that shoots anything or makes noise, which I think is fair.
That is fair. How old are they now?
Well, my son Alfie will be 5 on the 4th of January, and my stepson is 12.
Oh wow. Okay, so that's so the 5-year-old is the big one. You want to keep away from the noise. 12 is probably a okay age for that.
Well, maybe. He has his own. He will actually have put headphones in.
Yeah. See, I told you it was gonna be boring. Like,
yeah, I told you, dude. A Christmas dinner. That's about it, really.
Yeah. I think my mother's gonna make me something, and I think I'm gonna go have a little dinner with her, but before work, and then I'm just gonna go. Like, dude, I make a point to work on the holidays usually because I'm not very good with, like, I've just gotten to the point where I don't want to deal with my family, and I don't even want to deal with Kristen's family because I sent her away to Texas. I don't deal with that either. And she is texting me constantly, like she's so miserable, and I'm like, yeah, well, you made the right choice.
Why don't you like your own family or her family?
Yeah, he doesn't like them. He doesn't like spending any time with them whatsoever. There's a difference.
Exactly. If I'm going to keep liking them, I need to not see them.
Yeah. The secret to liking your family is to never see them.
Distance. Lots and lots of distance.
I have a similar thing with my brother, my trans female to male brother, who just... I've tried to avoid talking to him for a few months now, but he's getting all emotional and stuff. So I don't know what I did. So you don't understand how annoying you are.
You spoke. Stop.
I talked to him, and I just feel like shit after speaking to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just one of them people. I just like, go fuck off.
Is it the my life is genuinely terrible, and do they not mean to make you feel like crap, but just there are some people who are just depressing to talk to, and you're like,
yeah. Well, which is odd.
My problems aren't real problems. I should kill myself for feeling bad ever.
Tim was talking about the whole trap thing on Twitter, and he was talking about how it's bigoted if you, like, a scenario where you were already fucking them and then later you found out that they were trans, that you'd be bigoted for being, like, disgusted by it. And I'm like, the reason one of the main reasons I would not, even if they were totally passing for a woman or whatever, and we have a connection or whatever, one of the main reasons I couldn't do it is
because no one will sleep with you.
Is because, see, that doesn't work anymore. But the reason is because I'm sorry, there's no trans person on the face of the earth that doesn't have a huge amount of emotional baggage that's too much for me to deal with. I hate real life drama.
Wait, do you get in a relationship with every person you ever fuck?
No,
because some people don't actually tell you, even if they have massive problems. They're like, "Oh, this person's really cool," and yeah, and then you're talking to them 2 days later, and they tell you
maybe
their life story.
Maybe it's bigoted, but if you've gone through a transition like that, I imagine you're fucked by default. Like, there's not that there's something wrong with your brain or anything like that, but just you've been through some shit, and I don't want to deal with it.
It's not because he's trans that it winds me up. He's always been like that. When I was a kid, I didn't.
You don't think that's a part of it?
I don't know, but here's the thing: when I was a kid, I didn't see any of how. I didn't realize how manipulative he actually was. But he's a dreamer. He's one of them. Doesn't live in the real world.
Head in the clouds type, right?
Head in the clouds type person, yeah. And is so fucking manipulative, and now add testosterone to that.
Testosterone.
I can't say the fucking word properly.
All right.
Testosterone. HRT. It's been made 100 times fucking worse.
I can imagine. I mean, having your body flooded with testosterone and being a bit of a dipshit already, it's going to make an incredible dipshit.
Yeah, he's difficult to deal with, honestly. Disabled as well, which doesn't help. Like that, he has a lot of
disabled as you, or more so?
Multiple sclerosis, can't walk, has fits, stuff like that. But this is the personality. We clash a lot.
My brother,
it's unsurprising that someone like that would develop a personality that would be quote unquote manipulative, because there's not a lot other ways you can kind of survive in that sense.
What do you mean?
Like, to play devil's, like, if your body's fucked, you need people to do stuff for you.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. I thought you were talking about the trans thing.
No. Yeah, we went way different directions.
My brother's the kind of guy who nothing really has ever happened to him, but he's in the hospital every other week.
Yeah,
for something fucking ridiculous.
My brother.
And then
do we all just have
like sympathy crutch?
Slightly fucked brothers. Like, I'm gonna be nicer to mine because he might listen. But no, my brother had shit that happened to him, and he drinks too much and he self-medicates, and like he sent this long fucking. I didn't have my phone on me because it was in the other room charging, and I get up to go get it, and I've got this fucking half an hour period on the phone, and it's like I'm dating him. It's like, why aren't you answering me? You're a fucking piece of shit. I fucking hate you. Yep. Ignore those texts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on.
All the family shit just bubbles up, and I've been guilty of that when I was younger. Though I used to get like that. All of a sudden, out of the blue, I'm angry at you for something you did 10 years ago. You piece of shit. Also, I'm wasted. I think alcohol just turns men.
He was angry at me for stuff that literally every other member of the family has done. Because I'm the one person in the family who hasn't done anything to him.
You know what?
Actually, he's done like a bunch of shit to me because he was fucked in the head growing up.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of depressing.
I want to talk about my other sibling who doesn't.
My brother's a lot like that.
Yeah.
It's funny because I have two siblings, and all three of us all hate each other in some manner of some. We're all on antidepressants. We're all fucked up in our own way.
I don't hate my brother at all. I mean, we talk about this shit, and he gets that gets like that. Like the very least you need. Now it sounds like Ed's isn't, and it sounds like yours isn't. Self-awareness. My brother has self-awareness, so he wins as best brother out of the three. I think
he's just lacking it when he's wasted.
When he's wasted,
super
he has no fucking idea what's going on.
But
he doesn't get drunk anymore. He's got this really good job, and he's so stressed at the job that he doesn't actually have time to drink.
$5 isn't enough. $5 isn't enough for a fucking noose. Thanks for your money, piece of shit.
I hate you, Ed. Take this money, buy a noose, and kill yourself. Please.
Nooses go for a lot these days.
You have horrible subscribers.
If anybody wants to give me some Christmas money, there's a PayPal link on my channel.
Yeah, what about Christmas money? I'm not getting any Christmas money. I need Christmas money. I want to buy Kristen a present. I was about to say what I was going to get her, but I can't do that.
Can you imagine? I want to get her a dildo for pegging me. She loves that shit.
I told her it was going to be late because I have to order it, so it's going to be late, but whatever. It's the thought that counts.
Is it going to be late because you have to order it because you haven't fucking ordered it yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a good excuse.
Shit.
It's going to be late because I didn't bother buying it. Don't worry, I'm waiting till the New Year's sales.
we just got paid, so yeah.
Have some fucking savings for Christ's sake. I'm way poorer than you, and I have more savings.
I do. I'm still like, listen, when I grew up poor, when you grow up poor, you understand that money is a fleeting thing. It comes and it goes, and when it goes, you want to be prepared. You want to be hyper prepared. Hold on to everything that you have and protect it, because the world is a vicious and horrible place that is desperately trying to take everything away from you.
Speaking of growing up poor, I think I grew up in a really weird thing. I grew up in a middle-class family that wasn't really there. Like, they had huge amounts of debt that probably put them having less money than most poor people.
Jesus, yeah.
But and none of this ever came to, like, I didn't know any of this until I was like in my mid-20s. I was like, holy shit, why did you do any of this? Are you fucking mental? And so I mean, that taught me a lot about I mean, wealth is relative, and sometimes it's more insane than you think it is. It's like the what is it, when someone wins the lottery, they're more likely to be massively in debt after about a year than if they'd had like a very small win.
Does the National Lottery now offer counselling with their wins?
Oh, they've always offered it. People ignore it.
Dickheads.
Or they do it. It's a funny thing because lots and lots of money kind of fucks with people's heads.
Oh, that reminds me. Let me look at Bitcoin. Let me get depressed.
Oh yeah.
I have a story about money and how I learned how to handle money.
Go forth.
I was in the Navy for 5 years, and I didn't.
Did you sail the 7 seas?
Not the 7 seas, no. But I didn't have any responsibilities during that time until I left. And just bearing in mind, I probably did spend my entire wage packet in the first week of getting paid on pretty much booze and DVDs and clothes and shit like that for the entire 5 years. And then I came out, suddenly had no money, couldn't get a job and was on benefits, and then realized that I couldn't just spend anymore.
My favorite fucking myth about people on like job seekers is that they're just living the life of Riley. It's like, motherfucker.
You want to see how the people you've been in my house, Sir Sick, right? I don't know what you thought of the decor when you were here, but when I first moved in, there was no carpet in the living room, and this place was fucking far worse than what it is now. Far worse.
It was fine. It looked like a nice house, except for your man cave, which looked like a shithole.
Yeah, well, it's a shed. There's not much I can do with it.
I meant to say shed hole.
Shed hole. No, shoffice.
Shoffice. Yeah. There's this sort of idea in the press that, or at least certain types of press, that fucking anyone on job seekers, they're just sitting around all day. You have to put fucking a stupid amount of work into actually finding a job, usually more than any job you could possibly get.
I used to apply for loads of jobs,
millions of jobs,
even jobs that I knew that I wouldn't get.
Yeah. And then they go, why didn't you get this job? Or if there was a job that you didn't apply for that they'd sent you. So I literally, if I applied for that job, they'd tell me to fuck off. And they're like, oh, right. Well, I don't know what. You have my fucking information, you stupid cunts. Oh, God, I hated being on. Job seekers is the most depressing fucking shit on the face of the planet.
Oh, dude, it's the same with
agencies as well, man.
It's the same with like unemployment and shit like that.
I imagine that it's basically the same thing. Unemployment, job seekers allowance, same thing.
The hardcore conservatives portray it in a way that is retarded.
It's actually like such a tiny percentage of people who are being lazy and have figured out how to scam it a bit.
Yeah, most people, honestly, they've portrayed it. It's if you scam it, you're not going to live a good life, honestly.
No.
But you can scam it, I guess. But like the way they portray it, it betrays that they are rich.
Yeah,
they don't know what they're talking about.
Man. The amount of time me and the missus had to forego eating, to feed my stepson.
Yeah,
I mean, just it was really bad in the first like 2 years of me leaving the Navy. You know, I couldn't get a job anywhere. When I could get a job, they were fucking bank hour contracts, or it was with an agency. So
my favorite type of person is the working class person who buys into the everybody who's on, unemployment benefits is a lazy piece of shit, and I'm paying for everything. It's like this guy on my Facebook used to just every week. It was like, oh, I've got to work really hard because I've got 6 million or whatever it is, 700,000 people relying on me. And I'm like, You work for the fucking post office. You don't even support one person on the amount of taxes you pay, you fucking bellend.
He probably pays like fucking 40
He
quid.
probably gets some of the benefits that you get when you don't earn enough money to cover
working child tax
basic
credit.
living. So he probably got more in working tax credits than he paid in fucking tax. So I'm like, you cockend.
He probably, because Adindra, I don't know if Adindra knows this, because you guys in America, you pay your own taxes, but over here we have a system called Pay As You Earn, and it's like an automated system that's all set up for us, so we don't have to.
That's only, I suppose, yeah. Like
unless you're self-employed,
jobs,
normal
unless
jobs,
you're self-employed,
they handle your the taxes that you have to pay in your national insurance contributions.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, it doesn't. The national insurance contributions are usually a really odd amount. They're usually like between 7 and 14 quid a month or something like that when you get paid. And when you pay your taxes, if you're earning like 10k a year, which is obviously like the majority of the working class, you're probably only going to be paying about 20 a month.
Yeah.
Something like that. 20, 30 quid, maybe, probably.
But yeah, I was thinking more the American thing of doing your own taxes. I don't understand why, because most of that stuff is essentially automated anyway.
It's a pain in the fucking ass. I tried going self-employed when I first left the Navy, mate, and I had to fill out one of those fucking tax things.
For your channel, do you not have to fill in a certain amount of self-employment stuff?
Well, I've not earned enough, dude.
I suppose. I mean, if you're less than 300 a month, then yeah. Then
isn't it 3,000 a year, the cap? You can earn 3,000 a year and haven't got to pay any tax on that.
You guys have officially gotten rid of 10 viewers. So you want to keep going?
So you want to keep this up? Up to my channel because Vegan Gains and Ask Yourself decided to do a video on me. So that's more fun subject.
Yeah, there you go. Let's talk about your fucking vegan drama now.
Oh no.
Oh god, it's really annoying though. It's just the most depressing thing because I was saying to you earlier that they're just, everything that
Hey, why don't you go into the YouTube chat and link some of those videos?
With what, mine or the stuff?
Both.
Because that sounds
okay. Wait, did you get a straight up response video from Vegan Gains or what?
Yeah, I got a straight up response video from Vegan Gains and Ask Yourself on Ask Yourself's channel. I assume it's probably going to pop up on Vegan Gains' channel at some point, and that's going to be even more fucking annoying when a zillion fanboys turn up and have no fucking arguments of their own and can't articulate the arguments they've heard. I literally asked someone, okay, so what's your problems with this? And he says, I've already linked to the video I sent you. And I said, so you can't make any arguments yourself? I don't have to.
Sir Sick teaches vegans about subjective morality. I love that it's all about fucking objective morality, and that's their argument.
No, that is what my video was about.
Yeah.
That's literally what the video was about, and they keep banging on and on and on about veganism and making arguments from emotion about they talk stabbing cows to death, and it almost sounds sexual the way they put it. It's so fucking cringe. It's just they're the worst, and it's both hilarious and extremely fucking depressing to watch the video and then watch their fanboys turn up, being capable of articulating their own arguments and I noticed that they constantly use words like triggered, and one of them called me a collectivist. As if because I think that human beings have done more, like, I don't know, getting to the moon and building things. Oh, what a
You're a collectivist.
I'm a collectivist for human beings. Yeah, sorry, shoot me.
What?
So and I realize what they think. They see, okay, he's an anti-SJW. They didn't bother checking that most of my content, more than half of what I do, is pseudoscience, and at least recently is pseudoscience,
holistic medicine, fucking vaccination,
because that shit is
flat earthers.
way funnier.
Yeah, it is funny.
And so in their heads, oh, he's basically this alt-right, and all these, we're going to use these buzzwords at him, and he's going to get so upset. So they say triggered all the time. And in the video, they called me triggered because I responded to something. And I'm like, holy shit. You're basically just shit tier alt-right shitlords.
Well, shit posted, yeah.
You're everything that we take the piss out of the fucking low-hanging fruit of our community.
That's the thing. I remember when Bearing was going at it with Vegan Gains, and I was on a stream with Bearing, and I said the same thing I'm going to say right now. I don't understand why anybody cares, but here we are again. Vegan Gains is.
But that's the thing. I made one video. What? Someone accused me.
That's it, dude. That's it now.
Launching a crusade against he's having a crusade against veganism. I was like, one video, one video that's not about veganism.
I was.
Oh my god, you people are fucking hilarious.
Is there a bunny character in this? One of the comments says, "Please don't do the bunny character." Thanks.
There's a bunny character. There's another guy that I haven't looked into yet, but there's another vegan who actually engages in the argument that I was talking about. He watched my video. He didn't watch theirs.
Yeah.
And he wanted to talk to me about that. So,
What's
I mean, he might be a penis. I don't know.
What?
I don't know who he is. But at the
Might
end
be
of the day,
same
they
guy
don't
that made
like
a response
him.
video to me once.
So say again.
There's this guy, right? And a couple of days ago, he started tweeting at loads of people, myself and Vanilla Bear for some reason. Even though Vanilla Bear makes time-lapse pencil drawing videos, but you know, whatever.
Get to draw a burger.
Yeah.
Dude, sick. Who's comment? The irony of someone portraying themselves as a crusader while arguing for moral relativism. Can't make this shit up. What a fuck.
Yeah, this guy, I can't remember his name. I was telling one of my subs about him earlier.
The irony of having an ironic avatar.
Oh.
I made a video, and it was kind of like a response video to where this vegan decided to go out and shout at this mother and her very young son outside the front of McDonald's, and he made a response video thinking I was attacking veganism when I was having a crack at the guy for shouting at the lady with her son outside of McDonald's.
Well, that's the thing. They are fucking religious ideologues.
LOL, why does Vegan Gains ask everyone for a cage match? It used to be relevant for the videos he was talking about. Now he just asks everyone for a cage match.
Yeah, that was the other thing I was going to say. Like I said about fucking being shit tier shitlords or shit tier alt-right shitlords. You know, debate me, brah. You need to come and debate me. Oh, yeah, I'm really good at debates. Well, that doesn't mean you're fucking right. I've been asked to debate them about 50 times. I'm probably being really hyperbolic, but more times than I care to count. And I'm like, but I don't debate anyone. Why would I debate two people that I don't particularly like because they're kind of cunts? And, you know, they do a lot of debates, so they're probably way better than me. And it doesn't sound fun anyway. Like, let's have a chat and a cup of tea, mate. A cup of tea. A cup of tea, maybe.
Cup of tea.
But... A what?
A cup of tea with my mum.
I'm trying to find more cringe in this, but everybody just wants to argue veganism, and it's boring. These guys are boring, Sir Sick. Why do you fucking deal with these fucking faggots?
What's the point?
I made one video. That was the point.
I think you made others. You made other vegan videos, didn't you?
Nope, not at all.
Liar.
I made an entirety of one.
Oh, by the way, Max Burr, you missed it, but I unfollowed you. Stop posting gay porn all the time. Nobody wants to see that. Everybody
unfollow you because his work are all faggots. Picture the irony.
I can't follow you with that shit.
I'm gonna unfollow you if you keep posting ugly ass guys.
Yeah.
It's always like
make more of Dindro porn.
Yeah.
I was also happy holiday.
Merry Christmas.
He said a nice thing. We've got to say at least one nice thing back.
Yeah, happy holidays back.
Happy holiday or Merry Christmas if you want to get triggered.
My Christmas present to you is unfollowed. Unfollowed.
Did anyone see? I think it was Ian Miles Chung posted a thing that said, "Whenever anybody says Happy Holidays to me. I say Merry Christmas. It's okay to say Merry Christmas. And then Ahmed Skeptic put, whenever anybody says Merry Christmas to me, I say God doesn't exist. It's okay to say God doesn't exist. So I put, every time anybody talks to me, I scream really loud and run into the corner, hugging my knees, shaking violently. It's okay to hug your knees and shake violently.
What? Yeah,
that shit was fucking ridiculous.
Ian Miles Chung is he's one of those.
He can be quite silly.
I
don't
know,
dislike the man, but he can be very silly.
Yeah, he went through this conversion, and he's at that early period of the conversion where it's like hyperdrive.
He's a lot like the vegans we were just talking about.
Yes,
sometimes,
he is. Yeah, and it's obnoxious.
Yeah, once you calm down and actually think about your positions.
That's sort of what I made a little tweet, and I was just like,
chill out.
Whenever a woman I'm in a position to hold the door open for a woman, I just slam it in her face and scream equality.
What is the difference between Happy Christmas and Merry fucking Christmas?
Oh, there's no difference between Happy Christmas and Merry Christmas. It's just one is slightly more traditional than the other.
Is it Happy Christmas is the traditional
It's
one?
Happy Holidays that people
Happy
are
Christmas
bothered
is
about.
Happy Christmas is what Europeans say. Merry Christmas is what Americans say.
We've always said Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I never hear Happy Christmas from Americans.
Happy Christmas is an old English thing.
Yeah, there you go. It's English.
I don't know, but I've always said Merry Christmas. Maybe
I know that because I saw it on the Tudors.
Every time.
And the Tudors is always 100% accurate.
Exactly. A historically accurate best show on TV.
Oh, God, I haven't watched TV in ages.
Well, it's not on TV. It's not on TV.
Can I just say this right now? This is kind of like an unpopular opinion. I don't care if you have a happy Christmas, any of you. I don't give a shit.
I mean,
I'm sorry, but I just had to say that.
Well, you don't want me or
okay. I'd prefer it if you didn't have like a really shit one where everyone in your family decided to kill themselves this year. Unless you didn't like them, where that would be great. But
no, like honestly, just try to survive, and if you don't,
Edindro says, "Have a Christmas.
Have a Christmas.
Have a Christmas. Do it,
or
it's going to happen anyway,
or avoid it, like I have. Just completely dodge it. Dodge your Christmas.
Edindro's Christmas greeting. Work more.
I'm a fucking Scrooge, totally, and it's just like I feel about Christmas the same way I feel about Halloween, basically, which is just it's annoying.
Well, we were having a chat about this,
Ed.
and I found it quite amusing that you have this idea of me that I'm like you, when it comes to how we present ourselves in public.
Yeah,
and
because
we're not the same.
We're not the same.
I will dress up quite happily. Like you were talking about dressing as Silent Bob, one of the most innocuous costumes you could possibly wear.
Yeah, but his fans, Kevin Smith fans, you don't want to run into those.
But you have Kevin Smith fans. But ultimately, you could just be a guy with long hair in a trench coat. In fact, you wouldn't even need to wear the long hair because you at least have the curtains usually.
I have long hair.
Close enough.
I have long hair.
Oh shit, you do have long hair at the moment, don't you?
I do.
So yeah,
faggot.
You could get away with just being a person who wears a trench coat.
I look a lot like Kevin Smith when I put on the Kevin Smith costume.
But as much of an anxiety-ridden mess as I am, once you get a decent number of drinks in me, I am ultra party man, and I like to mosh.
That sounds terrible.
Or mosh dancing, because I really need to get you over here now and make you watch me mosh.
I will
for the amusement of you going, holy shit.
I will just sit there shaking my head at all of you, everybody in the mosh, just like, what the fuck is wrong with you, retards?
Everybody in the mosh. I'd try and get you in it.
No,
I would jump on Cersei's back and ride him into the mosh pit.
If you get me
you want to ride me into battle anyway, and
dude, if you were to get me into a mosh, it would turn into a straight up brawl. It would turn into because I would just start the
well, there are
like the next person that fucking rams into me is just gonna get assaulted. Like I'm just gonna beat the fuck out of that person. Like,
well, I enjoy a classic mosh pit. I also enjoy the more modern nicer one that involves just very aggressive dance moves.
I like.
I'm a big cunt who can move.
I might
don't
still
believe.
punch those people.
You'd still punch me. I mean, punch me anyway.
The old school mosh pits where you just run around and you jump into each other.
Yeah,
fucking. You know what? You don't have the right to look at things like spirit cooking and make a judgment if you're into mosh pit.
Spirit cooking,
mosh pitting, and aggressive dance.
Yeah, but I don't use it to run my fucking life.
I haven't been in the.
They don't either. They don't either.
And Ed,
the people who make videos on it, they don't either. They're like, these fucking idiots. I just made fucking $100,000 in one video.
Yeah. And the people who pay the $100,000 are just like being a part of a thing. They don't care either. Nobody cares about spirit cooking.
Ed,
do you think nobody cares about anything? They're all just lying to make themselves feel better.
Everybody's
you two pair of cunts, right? Gave me shit the last time I was on stream with you for not talking. But every time I try to get a fucking word in, you don't stop.
Well, I'm angry.
Why are you angry?
Various reasons. I'm still alive.
Stick.
All right, what do you want? What do you want, you fucking asshole?
Oh my god! I was going to ask you why don't you want me and the Six to have a happy Christmas?
I didn't say I didn't want you to. I said I didn't give a shit.
He doesn't care.
I assume you won't.
Yeah. He's probably fucking right. As well.
Do you know what though? That's actually fair, because if someone comes up to you and wishes you a happy Christmas, and then you don't have one, and you're just sitting there in the back of your head, it's niggling there, and it goes, "It's probably that cunt's fault, wasn't it? He was actually trying to make it worse. Definitely that guy's fault." Or is that just me being paranoid?
No, just when you're a parent, blame your kids for ruining Christmas.
Yeah, that's
no, fuck off. When you're a pet, okay, you get up to the age of 20.
Oh, Sir Sick loves his daughters. What a fucking.
It's not about that. It's about how entertaining they can be when they react to fucking mundane shit, and you're like, that is fucking hilarious.
I have heard. I don't know that we ever did. We had her on the air for a little bit on one of the streams.
Oh, one of my kids. They're asleep.
Usually we would go wake them up, but you're
just going to get crying.
We streamed a little late today because I have no discipline because Kristen's not here and I just want to sleep.
But, I had to get her to call you to wake you up when you said, we're streaming in an hour, and then he fell asleep.
He had to reach out to Kristen in Texas to reach out to me in Florida.
Ed, you are such a shit. You schedule these live streams that you don't fucking turn up.
Yeah, I know.
Every week you do this.
I know.
He is literally Hitler.
Oh, whatever, man.
Such a shit.
You know, see, there's a struggle with the fact that you were trying to do a stream every weekend, but also you fucking you value your weekend because you don't have to. That's the only time you get. And fucking Sir Sick is such a fucking old man. He has to do these things earlier, and now he changed it to where it's in my time, 2:00. I work a night shift, so 2:00 is early.
You know, you're the problem with America. You're that person who wakes up at 2.
You've made it that I
got
can't.
It's early.
You've made it that I can't sleep in, and that's. But I fucking will never forgive you. So anyway, yeah, I like it better on Sunday. I like it better on Sunday because I like to have the Saturday.
Why haven't you moved to England yet? You'll hate working if you come here.
Yeah.
Why is that?
You don't know what work is. You haven't done it in the most oppressive atmosphere, which is England.
Yeah. You work in an office,
that's
right?
why we don't talk about racism over here, because everybody's oppressed.
But you talk about racism over there all the fucking time.
Very depressed. I mean, you work in an office, right, Ed?
I do.
Yeah, most offices here have these ridiculous rules, like you can't have a drink at your desk, you can't talk to other people, you can't kill yourself on shift. Like you should come here and they make you wear shirt and tie and stuff, and trousers and shoes. And
as we all know, you have your hair spiked up like Wayne Static, and you just come in like short shorts and a tube.
He is a Floridian, so I assume that
I'm always naked.
He drives to work on an alligator.
Nobody wears clothes here.
He drives to work on an alligator, and not just like drives. The alligator has wheels.
Yeah, if you come here, you'd be even more depressed, and you wouldn't want to work all these extra hours. You'd want
you almost ended up over here.
First of all, jobs like that exist. Kristen has a job that's pretty close to that. I don't think she can have anything at her desk. She can't even bring her phone in. It's a call center, so she can't even bring her phone in. So I never can get a hold of her when she's working. But I'm not. I worked through jobs like that, and now I'm in a place where I'm a little better off,
a little bit more free.
Yeah. Like you can't even go for a poo when you need a poo. You have to wait until your shitty 15-minute break when you want to have a poo and get a cigarette in.
Oh, see, now that's bullshit.
You get a poo, a cigarette, and your lunch in.
That's literal oppression. I don't even believe you. If you got a poo, you got a poo.
Have you? I imagine that you haven't been getting. Although Amazon US is probably similarly as bad as Amazon UK, but we've had this whole fucking furore about how fucking shit it is to work at Amazon in the UK, like super fucked up. And then all this shit came out, and they started coming around to the staff who were working in the warehouses and giving them a.
Listen, man, it doesn't matter how good my life is. I'm gonna bitch about it. Like, why? What is the point of living if I can't complain about it? That's what this YouTube channel is all about: complaining about things. That's what
if you moved to England and became a British citizen, nobody would moan or bat an eyelid about you moaning because it's our favorite pastime.
I like it better when they do.
Yeah, what's the point of moaning them if you can't have someone get upset at you for moaning?
Here's the thing:
otherwise, how are you supposed to come?
If I lived, Jesus, if I lived in New York, it would be similar to that anyway. But the bottom line is, I live in Florida, and everybody's a little more laid back, a little more casual. But I have a New York mentality, which I'm trying to get somewhere. Stop fucking move. Okay, the speed limit is a guideline. It's not a rule. You go at least 10 miles above the speed limit. And people just sort of loaf around and just sort of shuffle through the hallways when I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm trying to get somewhere. That's why I hate fat people.
We have a similar thing. When I have go somewhere, I have to get there quick.
Yeah, some fucking asshole just sort of leaning by the door, on his fucking phone, just sort of hanging out right in front of the fucking door you're trying to go through. I'm gonna start pushing people down.
I have a very similar problem when I try to get my son to school, and all the fat mothers are blocking everything. Seriously, 3 of them together, they can block an entire path.
And they fucking travel in packs, don't they?
They always travel in. What is that?
Yeah.
What is that? It's
because women can't hang out with people who are uglier than them, and if you get people enough women like that together, it just turns into a fucking herd of fucking cows.
It's horrible, man. The amount of times I've been forced to walk into a muddy puddle because these fat bitches were all blocking the path.
And I'm sorry, I don't want to be a little racist, but that the fucking black guy with the pants halfway down his ankles who can't walk fast because that's how he dresses. He cannot physically walk. He's not fat or anything. He just can't walk. He can't maneuver with his fucking expressing himself. I can't believe that's still a thing. I really would have thought that would have died out in the 90s, but it's still.
I never did that as a kid. I can't physically stand to not have my jeans pulled up.
Get the fuck out of my way. I don't care that your pants are down. I don't give a shit about that. I'm not like that much of an old man, but you're in my fucking way.
Trip them over. It'd be super easy. They won't be able to catch you.
I haven't gotten that aggressive, but I do storm past them. I'll fucking maneuver my way past them because I'm still thin enough that I can sort of shoot right past somebody in the hallway. But then you look for other ways. You look just to avoid them. And then, they're probably going online and complaining about body shaming. Well, you know what? You fucking are in the way. You take up the whole hallway. That's the problem with fat people. Get out of the hallway.
You would hate life on a warship, mate.
Dude, if you're a fat motherfucker, you should at least consider the fact that other people are trying to go somewhere. It takes you forever, but we have full use of our legs and shit. So I don't even know how they take their 15-minute breaks the way they fucking shuffle along.
By the time they get there, it's end of break.
God damn it! Fucking hate fat people. Can't believe I'm rapidly becoming one of them.
I like having the fastest fatty at work.
Jesus, I am not even close to the fattest guy at work. I think I might be one of the thinnest at this point.
Well, it's different because you're American. America has different standards of fatness.
It's also sedentary work, for the most part. Oh, okay, I used to be on site. I used to be a data center engineer, and that work I kind of miss, but I kind of don't because I'm lazy. So, but yeah, so I'm just sitting around with a bunch of people who are just getting fatter and fatter the longer they stay there.
You know, you would hate life on a warship, mate. When you,
Of course, I would.
The corridors on a warship are called flats, right? And
I know.
Every 15, 20 feet is another lip for you to step over.
Yeah,
and there's like 250 people on like a destroyer.
Did they have a decent amount of wheelchair users though? Because it seems like it would be very important for them to have wheelchair users.
Well, it's
in that environment.
No, we would just make them drag their carcasses over the metal fucking lips of the door.
That doesn't sound very diverse.
Well, fuck them.
It's almost like there's jobs that you just can't do because fucking reasons.
What were they complaining about? Like some fat person on an airplane got mad because they charge for 2 seats if you're too fucking fat to fit in one.
They charge for 2 seats when you took up 2 fucking seats.
If you take up 2 seats, you pay for both the seats, you fat piece of shit.
Oh god, I cannot understand that. The entire
it's not body shaming. It's physical space. We understand space.
The whole fucking body positivity movement. I wouldn't have a problem with it until they start telling me what you can and can't say, and also just like, no one should make me feel bad ever. It's like I'm not even that fat, and people take the piss out of me for being. Like they act as if I'm fucking unable to walk through doorways.
Do you shop at Evans?
I don't know what Evans is.
It's the big lady shop here in the UK.
Well, do they? Is this a tent shop?
Yeah. It's it's the big lady shop that we have here in the UK. I don't know what the big lady shop is in America, but
I can buy clothes at a normal shop that are big enough for me, so I am not that fat. I'm a big.
You're not really. You just built like a door.
Yeah, a fucking charming man. I don't know if he's being serious or if it's his attempt at humor. But he is really. He still tweets. He made a new channel based on literally himself. But yeah, every time I make a joke anywhere near him, he calls me fat, and I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm way bigger than you, Bashir, but.
He's a fucking paperclip.
He really is tiny, and he really does look like Bashir. Oh my god, I really want to keep him, and I could probably find him at this point.
Yeah, he looks like a child version of that character, the Star Trek character.
He's like his son. If he isn't that actor's son, I'll be a little bit surprised. Holy shit! If that turns out to be true, we need to look into that. Exposed.
I didn't think the stream was
literally Bashir's son.
What was that, Irate?
We were talking about being fat, and now I'm really hungry.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, it's weird. I made a lot of like my last video was essentially on body positivity and some fat bitch telling everyone they can't call her fat, and I essentially made a food joke. And it just gets more and more absurd as it goes through the video. Like one of the last ones is like a bison bladder filled with whipped cream. You need to stop eating them. Just utterly absurd. And yet it still made me a little bit hungry.
Good. Things are open. I'm going to order Chinese right now. Keep talking.
Good things.
Oh, God.
That is the best thing about Muslims. Is that
Muslims
good food?
Because they're the ones who run the takeaways in our country. You need to understand that.
No, I use
well, we have Chinese people that actually run the Chinese takeaways.
Okay, the Chinese bit, but I don't eat Chinese because I'm a racist.
I use Uber Eats.
I don't eat Chinese because Mrs. Sick hates Chinese.
Uber Eats has become our thing that we do.
I find Chinese to be mind-boggling because they're usually quite expensive. They always give you it depends. It depends.
Dude, it's the same food though. It's the same food. Every restaurant is
it's the same food, but they always give you too much. You can never finish it, but you're always starving inside an hour.
You've never. I don't know. Have
you man? I get General Tso. I get General Tso every time. It's great. It fills me up right up.
Where did you live down south? Because if you lived in the home counties, they always gave you too little.
Oh, I come from West London, mate.
Yeah. Where I grew up, Surrey and Berkshire, basically, it was always too little. back when I got Chinese food before some bastard came into my life and said, "I don't like it."
No,
And then
you-
coughed
Yeah,
at
but
me.
No, dude,
you were born the size that you are.
You what?
You were born the size that you are.
I know. I was
Stop.
born
He just
6
tore
foot 2.
through
My
his
mum has
mother.
the baggiest vagina you've ever seen. Love you, mum.
I hope she doesn't listen. Let's see. We're General.
I know
Sal-
my mum
I'm
has watched
ordering
like 2
I'm
of my
ordering chicken.
videos. That's something I always ask people. When people watch your videos, I know that my brother watches my videos. My mum has watched a couple of my videos. My Mrs. Sick, her sister's fella, watches my videos, at least when they pique his interest. And occasionally they've put them up on TVs in houses that I'm not at, and they've watched my videos. And every single time I know about this, I'm like, don't do that. They're awful. Stop watching my videos, please.
It's a little embarrassing, honestly.
It's so embarrassing. I hate it with a passion.
That's partly why I don't talk to my brother anymore, because I know that he watches my videos and he wanted to be on my live streams and stuff. No. Out. Out.
Can I get the contact information and then I'll just talk to him about you? We'll just
No.
talk shit about you.
No.
And then become the most popular YouTube channel ever.
No.
The Irate Bear Shit Talk channel. And then
No.
Gutenberg turned up.
I would flag
Hey,
the channel.
Gutenberg, what's up, man?
Hey.
All right,
Hey, yo, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Merry
Christmas.
almost Christmas. What are you doing for Christmas, dude?
My family, we rent out a little cabin and have dinner. That's about it. Open presents.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Happy
nice.
Christmas,
That sounds
Merry
nice.
holidays.
Sounds nice.
Well, there's too many of us for a house, so we got to rent something out.
Yeah, I'm just
You
gonna.
actually have to get that is
Actually, now it
kind
sounds
of
horrible.
badass.
Yeah, now it sounds terrible though.
Yeah, open bar. It's beautiful.
Is it like
Oh,
a
open bar,
really
isn't it?
big place so that you
No,
don't actually have to
no.
talk to anyone?
It helps when you like your family. It really does.
Oh yeah, do you like your family? That's an
I have
important
to interrupt because Max Burr recorded some of the live stream and put it on Twitter, and he put lol. Judging by this, 1 out of 3 have unfollowed me, and 2 out of 3 are England. I can't even say it. Englandinian.
Englandinian. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the name of our country. Didn't you know? We changed it.
What's
England,
going on,
yeah.
Max, bro?
Didn't get the
Going
memo.
No.
Too much gay porn on my Twitter timeline. And I tweet from work.
Yeah.
Dude, I yelled at him about that 5 months ago, and he stopped.
I'm conditioned to not see it, honestly, because I used to work. I have to work on gay streaming sites, like not gay, but just you'll see gay porns. Like if you're working for X videos, you have to like, there's a problem with my video. You have to constantly refresh the video to troubleshoot the video and all that.
And you have to jerk off to it to make sure that it's
No,
quality
honestly,
gay
it
porn.
kind of kills porn for you. You just don't care anymore. But like, it doesn't actually bother me, but I cannot have it on my computer at New.
You're not working for a place anymore that actually works for porn companies, so there's
Yeah.
no excuse.
Yeah, there's no.
Are you looking at dicks? Although, to be fair, if you were looking at dicks and you go, yeah, I'm gay, and they're like, shit, we can't do anything about this
We can't
'Cause-
fire you.
because he's going to go, they fired me for being gay. And they go, no, we fired you for looking at gay porn. Exactly.
Nah, they're lawyered up. They don't get in that.
Merry Christmas, Gutenberg.
You as well.
Thank you very much.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so far we've
Merry
just been
Christmas holidays.
complaining about Christmas and fat people.
Ah, right up my alley.
Christmas
Yeah.
is fat people, though. Let's be fair.
Yeah,
Well, it creates fat people.
there's a connection. There's a definite connection.
Someone just said that I'm too humble. No, I'm too shit. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Oh God, the idea of me being too humble as like, but I hate myself.
Anyway, I just ordered
Most-
General Tso and fried rice, so I'm gonna get fatter from that. I'm so happy.
That sounds amazing.
I would love some fried rice.
You want some fly lice?
Fried
You want
rice, you
sore
plink.
finger?
Sofinger?
So, oh my God, I feel really bad. Do you know what? Back in my closer to SJWE days, I wasn't quite, but someone, one of my friends, would call the Chinese restaurant the Chinky, and I was genuinely offended by that. And now I'm like, if that's what you got to call them, that's what you got to call them.
I mean, I used to be a fucking SJW communist, but I don't really remember being offended on other people's behalf.
I don't remember.
Then you weren't a real SJW, faggot.
He was. No, I want to see your old videos. You got to find that shit.
Well, I never created SJW content.
Why not?
I just used to spurg out on Facebook a lot.
Oh, okay, just find screenshots. We got to get some old.
No, I deleted my Facebook because Facebook is cancer.
You're a coward.
Yeah. When it came to close to that sort of opinions, it was mostly. That's the thing that made me not really an SJW. Is I used to just keep all these opinions to myself, but I was like, you can't say that.
Yeah.
And now it's like,
shit out of you.
As long as you don't fucking hate them, who gives a shit?
We're probably like Gutenberg. Like we were just like fucking nut up and just fucking shut up.
Oh yeah, we could just pile on you and beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, basically. I wasn't physically violent ever, like Gutenberg was.
The only thing that ever bothered, if someone who was legitimately racist would make racist jokes at me, that would make me really uncomfortable. But if someone who I knew definitely wasn't made a racist joke at me, it was probably the funniest thing I'd ever heard. And that's basically what most of the people I talk to are now, is people who aren't racist but are happy to make really offensive jokes, which is why my life is probably way better now.
I was a kid in the 90s in Florida. It was just, there's no way.
That's the thing that baffles me now, is that, you know, the 90s were actually the progressive era. When it actually meant something.
We didn't see
you'd see a black person on telly and you didn't think about it.
No.
And now you see a black person on telly and think, am I racist if I like this person?
Right?
Like, legitimately, that's what I thought when I watched fucking The Good Place. My favorite character in that is the ethics professor, who's a black dude.
Yeah.
And I don't really think about the fact that he's a black dude, apart from when I remember he's a black dude, and I go, "Wait, am I being racist now?"
That's you. You're getting too
that's
into
just
this.
You're a fucking idiot.
You're getting too into this, and you're being sensitive, overly sensitive to it.
Did you read your super chat?
I'm not going to read it.
Give a Dindro money. He's a faggot.
I'm.
No, he doesn't share it. He shares nothing, guys, not even his feelings.
I barely ever get it. You have to reach a threshold with Google fucking AdSense. And your threshold of $100. If you guys keep super chatting,
$100? He's lying. It's 60.
No, it's 100.
It's 100
Has
here.
it gone up?
It's 100. It's 100 in America.
No, it's $100 for Americans and it's 60 quid for us.
No, it used to be $60 for Americans and 60 quid for us.
It never was.
Never.
Oh, I definitely read that somewhere.
Never. Not since I've been doing it.
I've been making money for the last year and a half.
Oh, see.
Yeah, Gutenberg knows.
I've been really bitter at you lot for that, because it basically means that if what I believed was true, it meant that you had to earn significantly less to get your money. And I was like, what? Fucking Americans, fucking cunts. Just because the company is from America.
Well, Gutenberg knows, because Gutenberg actually makes a decent living off of this shit.
Not anymore.
Ah, fuck.
That's what I was so much more angry about, this whole crowd Jeff Holiday thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people glossed over the fact that they were actually talking to a reporter, the same kind of reporter that was going to, do the shit that they did with fucking PewDiePie.
Yeah.
And no one's talking about that. Really?
Because that's you're right, because those are the people who fucking took your living away, basically, right? Because now your shit's getting just demonetized. Are you making anything?
Yeah.
Metzger brought it up in his video, didn't he? Yeah. It's part 2.
Yeah.
I need to go find more alcohol.
You need Patreon. That's what you need.
No, I don't. I'm doing fine. I mean, it was good while it lasted. It was really good while it lasted, but it's over now. That's why I don't care to upload.
That's sort of how I'm feeling about Bitcoin right now. It's really down right now. I'm gonna hold on. We're gonna see.
I can tell you some other things to buy that'd be way better for you.
What's that? Oh no, off air.
How much do you have?
Not too much. Just a little bit. Just play money.
Well, how many Satoshis?
Oh, I have no actual full Bitcoin. I have one full Litecoin. It's play money.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep. How much do I actually have? I don't know, because I don't see it all aggregated. but it's a percentage because I bought in too high, you know, after the big bump. So,
well, I could turn you on a couple coins that are way better and cheaper.
Okay,
for a hold.
Like Ripple or
no, Ripple's way overpriced right now.
Is it?
Oh yeah,
I thought Ripple was down. No, it's ADA. I think it's down.
Oh, that's the Cardano.
Cardano.
Mm-hmm.
They have people are saying they have a feeling that's going to blow up, but anyway, whatever. This is going to be boring. But yeah, I'm playing with it. I'm just playing with it.
Yeah. Talk to me later. I'll tell you.
Yeah. But anyway, to the people in chat, yeah, you don't get that money right away, and you don't get it at all if you don't breach that threshold. So I don't make content lately, to the chagrin of everybody who's very upset. Everybody in the fucking YouTube sphere is so mad. They're like, Edendro, we love you. Why don't you make more content?
Let me put it. There's not a lot of people that I'd watch your content and prefer that over them live streaming, but you're actually one of those people. I'd rather watch your content than watch your live stream.
Good.
I don't know if that was a compliment or not.
I don't either. But anyway, the
let's be fair, we hate Ed's live streams.
Mm-hmm.
They are the worst thing. I mean, they have that fucking British cunt on them, and he's just fucking terrible.
That's the reason.
Shut the fuck up.
He's talking about me there. He's not talking about himself.
Yeah. You are on far too many of these.
Exactly. I've been on like 3 of them. That's too many.
Let's be fair. You've been on a good number.
Hey,
and they are the best live streams you're on. I mean, that Ghost Pook podcast stuff, that's just terrible.
You fucking loved it.
No, I didn't. You fucking sprung a quiz on me.
Gutenberg was going to ask me
something.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Okay, Gutenberg, what do you want?
I was just going to make a mark. Do you notice how mouthy these fucking UK cunts are? They never shut up. They never.
These British people, they ain't allowed to talk. Hey.
And they interrupt.
Hey, Sir Sick. Did you ever get on live stream with Cog? How did that go?
Don't.
How did that go? Neither of you guys will be able to shut the fuck up.
I've been on a live stream that had Cog on it, and I went. This was when it was live I was at iRate's house, and I went into the room that Cog was streaming on his own because he was on his phone cam. Mm-hmm. And I put my helmet on, and I attacked him and told him to cease his faggotry.
So that's a fun story. How fucking was it Cog that dragged you guys back out of the bar?
Yeah, Cog's a naughty boy. He wanted to go home and smoke a spliff and eat his tea, and he went, everyone should come back to mine. And he didn't have any booze, and I will never forgive him for that. Know that, Cog. I will never forgive you for cutting me off.
How far was the walk?
Oh, about 1 million years.
Holy shit!
It wasn't that bad.
That must have been like a mile.
Well, he said 10 minutes, and it was way more than fucking 10 minutes.
That's because we were all very drunk at the time, and I
wasn't anywhere near drunk enough.
You were
like twice the size of everybody.
Getting ready to mosh. You were getting ready to mosh.
Hey, it's a YouTube meetup. Hey, why don't we leave this bar? Why don't we leave this bar and go to my place and watch fucking YouTube videos? You guys,
I knew for a fact that we should have stayed at the pub because there were fucking places near the pub, and I was like, I would be happy to stay here. I should have been more demanding. I should have fucking just stayed and let everybody go.
Fucking assert yourself, fucking in real life, not in these fucking streams where you interrupt me every 5 minutes.
Stop asserting yourself when it affects me.
What time's your bars closed over there?
We have 24-hour licenses, so depends on the pub.
So a pub can be open
places that will be open all day.
You don't have cutoff times. I hate America sometimes.
I mean, most pubs will finish at about 5 a.m. if they go into that.
But see, that's just a closing time.
I would say the average pub would probably close around 1 or 2 in the morning. But if you get one that gets quite a bit of foot traffic, then it'll probably close 3, 4 in the morning. And then you'll often get like the nightclubs and stuff that will be open, and they'll even serve breakfast.
Yeah,
we just have a whole bunch of stupid regulations like fucking Christian remnants.
To be fair, like when these laws have only come in, I mean, okay, now that I think about it, it's like 7 years ago or more, and now I feel really old because they still feel quite new to me. But essentially, they're quite new.
What's the time in Florida, Ed?
Right now?
What time you got to be out of the? No, what time you got to be out of the bar?
It's not just Florida. It depends on where you are. So it's, and I've done this before. It's 2:00 here.
That's when you got to be out or last call?
Out of the bars.
Out. Well, out doesn't matter. It's just when they have to serve. When they don't serve, they stop serving it.
Do you do lock-ins? When
If
the
you know some-
owners shut
you
the
know
door
some-
and they don't let anybody in.
If you know the owner, you can get away with that.
Essentially.
I have before, but no, the because it's illegal. I mean, unless they give you the alcohol for free, which they don't always. But at like Daytona Beach is like a 30-minute drive, and Daytona Beach is 3:00. So there have been times where I'm like, shit, I just missed the cutoff. I'm driving to Daytona right now. And I did it with Kristen not too long ago. We left a bar in Lake Mary and fucking.
If you're drinking till X o'clock in the morning, I feel like you probably shouldn't be driving.
Yeah, whatever. So we'll bolt over.
It's Florida.
Yeah, we'll bolt
It's
over.
Florida. The only thing you're gonna hit is a crocodile. It's fine.
It's like the only like recent time that I've been to the beach.
You all drive crocodiles
to
with
go get
wheels, so
beer.
it's not like anybody gets hurt except for the people that get eaten.
Somebody in the chat saying, "Who's upset that Rage After Storm is not on YouTube to fap off to anymore?" Am I right? I think she's gonna come back.
One with Rage, one with Brit. I'm tempted to say Roaming Mill, but then it wouldn't be an ethnos day anymore. For sake.
I like Rage After Storm was not bad. Not bad looking. Not a bad looking lady.
I never watched her stuff.
It was boring, but she was pretty. She was pretty hot.
Rage After Storm just looked like a nerd girl.
Yeah, that's what's hot.
I suppose
about
if you're into that, then that's fine.
it's like attainable. And then there's the accent. The accent helps.
I don't even know what she sounds like because I've only ever seen people talking over her
It's like
videos.
Like an English accent. I think here's the thing. Like my appearance on Warski Live was I'm sorry, my brain just erased. It was the one right after that Rage After Storm, I believe. Remember when we were on here before I went on, making stupid whiteboard jokes about his whiteboard? All that shit was his Rage After Storm interview.
Yeah,
And
we didn't.
Who would have
really
known
pay
that
attention to
turned into a whole fucking thing?
That is a
basically-
thing that I keep mentioning, but like whenever anybody asks me to comment on the situation, it's like I'm not going to do it in a video, but I'll probably talk to Ed about it.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about it.
So come to the live stream, maybe super chat, you bitches. Don't super chat now because it's fucking on Ed's channel. Who the fuck wants to super chat there? This cunt has money.
The current drama.
I'm poor.
Current drama I'm just exhausted with at this point. We haven't really talked about it at all on this stream. We talked about it a little bit.
I kind of
last
don't
week.
want to until I have absolutely all the concrete facts because there's a lot of opinions flying about and a lot of I am so fucking right about this opinion and it couldn't possibly be wrong and everyone who fucking disagrees with me is a cunt.
Well,
And
the
I'm
facts are out, but you just need someone to categorize them like Medicare's doing.
Yeah, really. Yeah, it's a lot to look through.
Mhm.
I mean,
but
there's other
Medicare's
things.
taking
I mean, you
his time.
say, was it Medica who, or was it someone else?
What?
It's just Wosley did a big video about it, and then someone took a clip out of his video and
Medicare
then made out as if that was a point against him.
There is a little moment in Medicare's video that I don't think represents Wosley the right way. But it's not egregious. It's just like sort of it implies that he was complicit in the actual doxing part of it, or that he knew that that's what that was.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm just biased towards but you know,
it's not particularly fair. It's not particularly fair to Woz.
No,
but
so I mean, it's the sort of thing like. I know I talk to him a reasonable amount. I don't talk to him as much as I'd like to. I don't think that this has been particularly fair for him. The whole thing, this is my takeaway. I am so glad no one gives enough of a shit about me to invite me to stuff on Discord and that I don't particularly like Discord. Because holy shit, life is so much easier when you don't get dragged into things.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. I don't want to. We're verging into talking about the drama, and I got
and I just don't want to. What about Star Wars, Ed?
I'm done with Star Wars. I already said all I have to do.
Spoilers.
It's dog shit, and if you
I've had
say
enough
it's
to
great,
drink to not care about spoilers anymore.
if you say it's great, then you're wrong. All right. Anyway, thanks for coming, everybody. I guess I'm just gonna start streaming on the main channel again. I don't give a shit, and just move it over.
Stream and move it over, like you said you would, and you forgot that you said you would because you're retarded.
You're not my fucking mom. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. I'm
That's
leaving.
the controversy. I'm actually Ed's mum.
And we're gonna end it there. Goodbye.